Good evening, I'm Giuseppe Basile, I'm the innocent trader. You can find at the website www.fibstalker.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the @fibstalker nickname. Good evening, today is Sunday, February the 2nd, 2014, and it's 9 p.m. 20 to 9 p.m. Toronto time. And this video is the third of a series of 3 videos that I share with my uh, newsletter subscribers every weekend. I also send out daily updates if they're not published on my blog during the week. In this video, I want to review for you 4 major markets, starting from the pound versus the US dollar and continuing with the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. So let's start from the pound versus the US dollar, and what you see on the screen is the daily chart. And those who follow me know that I've been timing this extension. Not a very simple market to trade lately. This pound, and we had support at 158.46 and indicated the first target 164.51, and in fact the market got there in 20 days, or about 15 to 20 days. We had profit taking twice at this level 164.51, and then price just continue higher. I was anticipating this price moving lower together with the euro, but clearly the price of the pound outperformed the euro. However, at this stage it's coming down, and we will need to see where it comes. I also modeled the price in the last few basically last 2 months using this extension, low to high here, and as we can see, internally price went to hit, so got participation at 162.30 and went to hit the first target at 165.77. So the next measure move also worked very well after the after price retraced, after hitting the target. The market came back again into this level of support 163 basically, which would have targeted 167.56, but we didn't get to that level, and at the moment we are seeing this price moving lower, and it's possible that it's going to retest this 163 and fail it, so move below 162.27. So if the dollar gets stronger and keeps moving higher, I would anticipate this price just keep moving lower, and maybe a bounce at this 163 and eventually a violation of this level. A violation of the 162.26 on the downside, piercing this level on the downside, will bring us to consider another level. So we'll remove the 163 level now, and it will bring us to consider 162.60 level of support, and that's something that we have to keep in mind anyway. In case 161.64 fails, then we are going to stick to our initial scenario, and if that happens, I believe that when the euro will reach the 129.70, the price of the pound will actually reach the 160.53. So that's where we can see price if the two levels that I showed you before will fail for this pair. Moving to the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, we know that from the weekly chart, and I want to show the weekly chart once again here. We have this trace from highs to lows, showing a level of resistance and a target. A level of resistance, which is also an entry short, coming 97.15, and the level of target, it's actually right below this 85.40, where we should see some support. And also this level is also the level where we should see actually we should see some profit taking, as you can see, and it will be clearer on the daily chart. The current measure move lower, the short at 0.9040 area, is actually bringing price right into that level of support, which is the second target at 85. It's not clear here. Moving to the daily chart, everything is much clearer, and we have resistance here, and we had a sequence of measure move, and we know at the moment that this level is the anchor that program trading has been using for some time here, and it's using again. And as you can see here at this level, 90.44 to be more precise, not 90.30, because the weekly is not precise. This is the level we have to consider. And as we can see, we had participation on the downside. We're bringing price into 0.8714. And if there are two levels again that we have to watch, that's very similar to what we did before. If we have a retracement, it's possible that price is going to stop at 88.71, so that would be a good short, continuation short into this 85.44. But the price could just keep sliding here into the second target, and after that we are going to use the new anchor, which is going to be this level here, and we will see whether there will be a continuation lower or 86.81, bringing prices even lower, or if at that point the US dollar starts resuming its move lower, then we might see a bounce from this level. So we don't know that just yet. What is important is that the move down of this market is not completed, so there is still a possibility to a continuation lower. If we get into 88.71 with a stop above 89.23, we can actually get a continuation lower, and this would be a hefty 330 pips here. If we just continue lower here, you know the target is going to be this, and I'm going to trace that again. The target is going to be the second level, the red target, 0.8540. Moving to the US dollar versus Canadian dollar, I want to start from the weekly chart, which is what you see on the screen here. And as anticipated, after the market failed this level area of resistance here by very quickly and in a very aggressive way, piercing above this 108.40, so piercing it on the upside, we know that there was another level coming into play here as a resistance on the weekly chart, and that's what we are witnessing, what we had witnessed last week. We saw this resistance 112.37. I'll show you on the daily chart how we can actually time this resistance, how we can actually test using the fib stalking technique on the daily chart. We can actually test the existence and the participation on the downside from bears at that level. You will remember that I have indicated a level of support here, which was an extension, which was originated by an extension trace 108.41, and we hit first target 109.95 and second target 110.74, and then we had a continuation higher. So we traced from highs to highs, and we had actually a brief violation here, but price actually hit the first target 112.25. so this violation here would indicate to me that the low was 110.30 and the stop was 110.32 here. So this brief violation would show me that this is this move higher is actually ended. However, I will want to get a confirmation, and the confirmation will come from failing the next extension. And as you can see, at the moment we had some participation at this level, the 108.85. So let me adjust the scale here, because this will provide us with a better view on this market, and this way it's clearer, the level, and the trace is much clearer. So we'll remove this trace here, and I want to show you that we had actually a participation at the 110.85. So to me, this will move higher on the daily will fail only when and if price gets below 110.52. If that doesn't happen, as soon as the 20-40 minutes move lower fail here on top of this level, we could just get a continuation higher. I think we are going to fail this level, and the reason for this is because we have a very strong resistance here, which is represented by this 112.37 level. And that said, we will need to, price will tell us if we move below 110.52. In that case, I would be willing to consider the next level of support from this anchor, and the reason I picked this anchor at 106.06 is because this is what is evident from the weekly chart. So if we move below 110.52 and we get a bounce from this 20-day moving average, which is going to be acted upon by retail trader, we're going to see a bounce and a move higher, and then eventually a continuation lower into this 109.40, and this could be a very good trade. So keep in mind there is an opportunity here in the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and I want to show on the weekly chart the level that we are going to use is this high to high, which is an extension on the weekly chart. And finally, the New Zealand chart versus the US dollar, the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we see support here at 0.76, which would have targets at higher prices, and this could just be a huge 3 years consolidation here. And I noticed in the past weeks and months that we had support at 81.13. It looks like, and this support was actually respected twice. It looks like now that this is going to be pierced. This is going to be, we lost this support, and if we break 0.811, then there's the possibility to go back and retest this 0.67 or 0.67 actually, at least until the dollar is strong. However, there is still a possibility that program trading and longs here actually support this level, and in order for this level to be confirmed, at least initially on the 240 minutes chart, we need to study the sequence, and the sequence apparently is provided by this trace here, an extension with the resistance 82.90, and which broke price into 81.52 and 80.80 here. So the next level of resistance, if respected and broken, should come at this level here. So if price breaks 81.45, this is going to be a first indication of participation at the 81.11 level, which is this area here. However, we want to see more confirmation about this, and in order to get the confirmation, probably we should see this level being pierced, the 81.52. I hope this video is useful and you can benefit for your trading. I wish you a very good evening and a great trading week next week. Thank you very much. Bye now.